Introducing the all-new Corolla.
Can you actually put a Marine Corps base in this location?
The long-awaited military buildup will start moving forward soon with the release of the draft environmental impact statement in the next few weeks, according to Joint Guam Program Office Director Captain Philip Old. Speaking at the Rotary Club of Guam this afternoon, Old talked about the status of the military buildup, focusing on the EIS.
So where are we at? Here's the timeline. All right. We're in the middle. We're about ready to publish in the very near future, relative term, very near future, considering this has been going on since 2006. The draft SEIS. All right, now we're going to do the 60-day comment period, and then these comments need to be taken back, studied, incorporated, and we need to come out with the final EIS.
The draft EIS will list the 7 different alternative sites the Department of Defense has identified for a live fire training range complex. It will also include 5 different alternative sites for the main cantonment and family housing areas. This EIS will be significantly different from the EIS that was released in 2010.
So if you recall, in September of 2010, the record of decision came out, and the decision on the live fire training range complex was deferred, and then subsequent to that deferral of the decision, a new Japan-U.S. 2+2 agreement was signed, which reduced the number of Marines from approximately 9,000 to approximately 5,000.
The public will be able to comment on the draft EIS for 60 days. Following that, DoD will continue to study the alternative sites and the environmental impacts it will have on the island, but this time with more local input.
And that process has been ongoing, and it continues to be ongoing, and it will continue out until the final EIS is released.
Okay, and when do you expect that?
We expect the final EIS to be right at the beginning of 2015,
okay.
And the record of decision will be in sometime early part of 2015. That's the expectation.
The EIS and record of decision that came out in 2010 drew the ire of local residents, including some lawmakers, because DoD had originally proposed to build the live fire training range complex in Pauget, a sacred ancient Chamorro village that many revere as a protected historic site. It is also listed on the National Historic Registry. This time, says Old, the military plans to be as open and transparent as possible about their plans for the military buildup.
One of the interesting things is we pledged to be open and transparent at the beginning of this process. So when you read this document, you're actually going to see the process and the factors and these planning factors and how they played into these concept development plans and why we're doing what we're doing. And then it moves into all of these impacts and mitigations.